What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there this Sunday evening? Hopefully, you've had a fantastic weekend. If, like myself, you did, I did absolutely nothing. I didn't do a GD thing this weekend, which is exactly what I wanted. I let my body dictate what was happening this weekend. And you know what my body said to me? It said, sit your fat monkey ass down and do nothing. And that's exactly what I did. And so I have rested, I've relaxed. As you know, this is another edition of Real Talk for Real Men, our summer edition. We in the burning hot days of summer, dog days of summer, whatever you want to call it. Ain't Jack Diddley on TV unless you're watching the Olympics. And people are out, they're enjoying the summer, they got their summer bodies, they're doing all the things that I hate. I hate summer. I hate it with a passion, folks. Having said that, coming to you today, want to have a little bit of fun. So you know that my weekend shows, this is where we relax, it's carefree. So, hey, hopefully we caught you on this Sunday, even if you're tuning in where you're relaxing. This is your last opportunity to kind of do something mindless before we start our busy weeks. With that said, let me bring in my co-host first, Mig Mac, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. What's going on?
What's going on, Black? How are you?
Oh, I'm good, baby. I'm good. I've slept. I've rested. I've done no chores this weekend. So my apartment is probably dirty, but yeah, I don't give a damn. How you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just tried to order me some food. They done brought me the wrong food. So,
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, but it's coming. So we'll talk a little bit after the show. Get your grub on. And if like me, I'm going to watch the new Power series. That's what's all on my plate. With that said, let me bring in a few of our guests that I truly love and appreciate spending time with us. Let me bring my couple in, B and Ace, Burton, Hannah, all the way from North Carolina, sitting out on the deck. What's going on?
Hey.
All right. Good to see y'all, beautiful people. What's going on?
Yes, sir. What's going on, you two? How's everything?
All right. Doing good, my brother. I see y'all relaxing on the deck. Got the summer gear. You're looking good. I appreciate you for tuning in today, having a little fun with us. And then, of course, I got from the big city of Dallas, my main man, Kenny, my brother. What's going on?
What's going on, folks? How you all doing?
Doing good, my brother. Doing good. How Big D doing you this weekend?
It's doing all right, but I'm still living off the Milwaukee Bucks, man.
I hear you, man.
I'm still living off the Milwauky Bucks, so I'm
heard
good.
One of the players said y'all got dogs on the team.
We got some dogs, man. So yeah,
Yes,
I'm good though. It's 100 degrees in Dallas. So
my God.
So yeah, I'm inside. I let Bert and Hannah, y'all good. Y'all can be outside. I'm inside.
It's a breeze back here though. Like our deck has a lot of trees in our yard, so it's like a real nice breeze.
Thank goodness for the breeze.
That's what's up. Well, I'm in hot Atlanta and ain't nothing going on but that heat. What's going on, Kennard? How you doing, my brother? So ain't nothing popping off. And I can't deal with it. I truly cannot wait for winter, and so I gotta make it through. So let's get this thing popping. As you guys know, on weekends we kind of keep it real light. So we're gonna play a cultural game today. This is something me and Tasha, we was having some fun in a conversation. And, a lot of times when we're coming up with these different topics, after we've kind of take care of some business, then we kind of, take a detour and we get to talking about just everything, it's a hodgepodge. And one night we were sitting up talking about, if aliens basically was looking down, what would they think of us as human beings? And then that light bulb went off and we was like, what would be fun? Because we started debating back and forth on what we thought, how they would see us as humans. So today we're going to play what's called the End of Civilization game. And I thought this was cool, especially when you look at what's happening even in our world right now. You got billionaires like Jeff Bezos and the guy that does Tesla. They're literally taking trips into space. They are planning to live on other planets. Like, this is not science fiction anymore. This is what they think is going to happen in real life. I don't know if you even followed the story from yesterday. That damn fool, Lil Uzi Vert, he's about to become the first human being to own a planet. Now, this is, I shit you not. I shit you not.
Yeah.
I cannot make this up. This is the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
It makes no sense because it's like, how can you own something that you really ain't got no claim to? But that's a whole other conversation.
Oh, white folks been doing that. White folks been doing that for 400 years.
true.
So
But this is
Okay,
the
I keep my
same
opinions to myself.
numbskull, right? And this is the same numbskull that put a $24 million stone embedded in his head and realized that I guess he wasn't. What's the Marvel character that got the stone in his head? Vision. He wasn't him, and had to take it off. Add to that somebody just bagged. They went to Kanye West is here in Atlanta, recording his album. They took a Ziploc bag and took some air and sealed it shut, and they're selling the air, mind you, to Kanye recording, and the bidding started at $3,333. Oh, and if you buy this air, you have to pay an additional $4 to have it shipped to you. Go figure. So
are people crazy?
People have lost their collective damn minds. Absolutely. Which is where we start in this game. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a fun conversation. I hope that culturally, we're going to assume that we're at the end of civilization. All of us have to move and leave Earth. So what do we leave behind? I know many times you've heard about, when people, they make time capsules and they put keepsakes in the time capsule and they bury them and they dig them up 20 years later or 50 years later, and it's supposed to reflect, for anybody digging it up, well, this is what was going on at that time. So I'm gonna let Tasha get us started off, because we're going to set this thing in motion about what do we leave behind to represent us as a human race. And even though we kind of have an idea, this is not rehearsed. I have no idea where she's going to start. I've got my own questions, but we're going to throw some scenarios out there. And I want you guys, we're going to kind of do it like Jeopardy. It's going to be spur of the moment, but we're going to give you a little time to think about it as well, because some of them you may immediately know what you want to say, and others you may have to think about. So, Tasha, where do we start if we're about to leave this mortal coil?
Okay. Oh, and the questions are specific to Black America. That's just a representation of Black America. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So first off, what I want to start with is the obvious question: where are we going to bury this thing? What part of the United States are we going to bury it? What part has had a more, like a big effect on Black America? Are we going to bury it in the South, in Texas, Florida, Georgia? Are we going to bury it up north? Are we going to bury it in New York? Are we going to send it to California? Where would you say that we want to bury the time capsule?
And keep in mind with your answers, justify with your reasons. So while you guys thinking through, I'm going to go first. What's going on, Kama? You're welcome to come on camera, my young brother. So unsurprisingly, I'm going to pick Atlanta. I'm going to pick Atlanta for the reasons that I know that other cities think they're, they're the greatest. I'm a New Yorker, and I know if I had some New Yorkers on here, they would say New York City is the greatest city in the world and the Statue of Liberty and all that. But I think for where we are, I like what Atlanta represents for us as an African-American people, because I think it encompasses a nice mix of urban and rural. I think that from where we come from the South to where we are and progress to as a people, I like the eclectic mix of Atlanta and all of its nightlife. It's spread out just right. It has a nice representation of the North and the South, I think. The food, the nightlife, everything. So for me, I like where Atlanta is, and I think it's a good representation. So my vote will go for the ATL.
Okay.
I will say Atlanta as well, only because when we think of Atlanta and now, a lot of growth is there for as Black people. I have family there that has farms, hair stores, restaurants, like things that they couldn't get in other states. And I'm from Philly, so I wouldn't really pick Philly. We full out there. But as far as excellence and striving and being actual business owners, I would definitely pick Atlanta.
Okay. Go ahead, Bert.
I'll tell you the truth. I will go with New York because because of the mix of ethnicities that's over in New York. You know what I'm saying? I just think that New York is just it's just the mecca. You know what I'm saying? That's where everybody looks to. They don't look to there, then they look to the left. They look to LA. So I would say there, and because of the influence of a lot of folks that actually came from New York.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say New York.
Good point. Good point. You know, I can't fight you on the hodgepodge of everybody. I can't fight that one. What you say, Kenny?
Man, that's a good one. And all you guys' answers, I Atlanta was first one that came to my mind as well. Definitely New York was another one, but I'm gonna have to go with Jamestown, Virginia.
Ooh.
And that's because that is the first recording that we know of where the slaves were brought to this country in 1619. And I would say I chose that because if that's where a lot of our beginnings started, why not leave the end where we first began? So that's where I would pick.
Wow. Very nice pick. Very nice pick.
Hey, history.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you, you took it to school, Ken. Skinny.
Right?
Hey man, I'm black all day, brother.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Welcome, Candace. How you doing, sweetheart? We playing End of Civilization.
I saw it. Shout out Milwaukee Bucks.
There you go. So I want to see if you really love your city. If we have to leave Earth, what city do we bury the time capsule in? You know, so while you think about that, what you say, Tasha?
I was going to say.
Okay, no, if you're ready, go ahead.
I'm ready because I've been watching. I say Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. That's where the White House is. And that's just the nerd political person in me.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay, and I get that. I get that. Kama says Harlem. What's going on, Brittany? How you doing, sweetheart? Tasha, what you say?
I'm torn, but realistically, I guess because of where we are right now, and I think about like the cities and the states that have like the most as far as like the Black population.
Okay.
I'm torn between Georgia and Texas.
Okay.
And so, you know, but if I had to just really like pick it, more than likely it would be Atlanta. And that's just because right now it is the Mecca. You know, it is the Holy Grail. It's just where you go right now. But I would really be torn between those two states.
So, and again, there's no right or wrong answers here. You know, my second one, if I had to be swayed anyway, New York, I wasn't thinking, but I love what Bert had to say in terms of the melting pot itself and New York in terms of its representation too. As I mentioned, the Statue of Liberty, you know, things like that. So, man, fascinating. Okay. Kama is going to defend why he chose Harlem. He said Harlem for the history, the Renaissance, Malcolm, Garvey. Hey, very good points.
I can see that.
Very good points.
Okay.
You know, I like that.
I definitely could see
is the home of Frederick Douglass, like one of the first people. But I want to stick it in people's faces. So the don't want us at, that's where I want it there.
Okay. You make another good point. Okay, Tasha. So as we settle on a place, what next? Where do we start?
Okay, so now we're gonna think about the capsule in itself. On the box, whatever is in it, you know, big box, whatever. On the outside of it, besides the black fist that we know is a proud symbol of Black American history, what other symbol, if one, do you think we would put on the outside of the box? And what slogan or phrase do you think best represents us?
Okay. Okay. What I think of is the Juneteenth colors, you know, to represent our people. And I think the Black national anthem should be inscribed there. for me.
Okay.
I like that.
For me. Anybody got anything different?
For me, it will probably be the symbol would be the pan African flag, the green, black, and red, and I guess what would be on there, it would be fight the power.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Wow, that's a good one. Man. These some good ones, man. Make you think.
Fight the power.
I know one thing. I know the one symbol that I probably would want inscribed on it would be the silhouette of Colin Kaepernick kneeling. That would be one of the symbol. Far as inscribe, oh wow. I have to come back to that one. I can't
Okay. Candace or Tasha, what y'all say?
I'm all for the black fist being on there. And then colors RBG, red, black, and green. I mean, I guess I'll have to go with Malcolm as a saying, by any means necessary.
I like that. I like that. Nice. I like that. Bodabo Jack, as Rollo said on Sanford and Son.
What you say, Tasha? I know my inscribe real quick.
Okay.
Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. James Brown.
Ooh. Very good one.
Nice. That's what I was gonna say. But
my bad, Tasha.
It's okay. No. But anything else, like I would leave it very simple with the fist, the colors, but also, just something simple like we finally made it. Something like that. It would be very simple.
Okay.
Like that's what I would put on there.
Oh, what about we did overcome? Instead of we shall overcome, we did overcome.
Yeah.
Cause that's real. But Kenny, you swayed me with that one right there. I'm black and I'm proud. You swayed me with that one right there. So I'm gonna throw. Go ahead, please, Hannah.
If I think I would have engraved in there Black Wall Street, so it's not taken from our history.
Okay.
Well, for as far as I don't have a symbol because all y'all took the rest.
Okay. Okay.
But, maybe Black Jesus. I don't know.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's what's up.
That's not bad. What's up, Lamar? How you doing, my brother? So in the midst of a little serious, let me kind of lighten the mood. So in the spirit of this question, which black leader represents us? All of our black leaders in history, which black leader represents us? You can only pick one, male or female.
Black, this is in our own opinion?
Yeah, no, it's no right or wrong. Which black leader are we leaving behind as the one representation of black people? Who is that for you?
I'm gonna say for me, I would go with Malcolm, because he was not. I mean, Martin was okay, but we wasn't turning the other cheek. We was trying to stand up.
Okay.
We were trying to be revolutionaries. We were trying to realize our rights. And just some of his teachings, if you listen to it, was really inspirational. Not saying that it's okay to have peace all the time, but sometimes peace is not needed.
Right.
I would definitely go with Malcolm.
Okay. Lamar agrees with you. Brother Malcolm.
Hey, Lamar.
Brother Malcolm, Lamar say. Okay. Kenny, you say that's easy. Anybody else want to go? Karma said that's hard because this one wasn't easy for me.
It's Malcolm, and number 2 would be Huey P. Newton.
I was about to say that was my number 2, Huey.
It's hard for me. I'm all about women, so for me it would be Harriet Tubman because she carelessly, selfishly, or unselfishly gave herself to save a lot of us, especially at a time when we didn't even know we could be free. So
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that.
Tasha, I'm saving mine for last. Who you got?
Mine for me is easy, but for me, I would say MLK, but that's just because of the unification and bringing people together. And, like, my God, I wouldn't be here, if not for that. So that's why I would pick MLK. So.
Okay. So for me, it's Obama. Obama for me is the representation of the culmination of all of those great people. You know, so when I think of Malcolm and what he represented, the black man standing up and again not turning the cheek. Martin was probably one of the greatest orators. You got Frederick Douglass, you got Harriet Tubman, but the culmination of that journey for me is represented in Obama. For me, leaving him behind, he represents the best of us as black people. He's articulate, he's intelligent, he's educated, and he achieved something that we never thought we would see in our lifetime. And although I don't agree with everything he says, I think he is a great representation of the whole race of black people for me. For me. Obama gets my nod. Go ahead, Bert.
Yeah, all of you pretty much said you said who I was going to say now. Since he came in second, I'm going to say Huey Newton.
Okay.
You know, because during that time, you know, Black Panther and Black Pride, and I'm a revolutionist at heart. You know what I mean? So that's just how the way I am. But Barack with the black excellence. Harriet Tubman with her heart, that grit. I mean, listen, we don't really understand what she had to go through to get those folks to and fro. There ain't no streetlights out there.
Right. Right. Wasn't no GPS. Yeah, wasn't no GPS.
Malcolm X with the, any means necessary, loving ourselves even to the utmost, and even Martin, what I mean? Like with the diversity and bringing everybody together. So, yeah, I'm just going to go with the default with Huey Newton.
Okay. I like. Tasha, throw us another curveball out there.
That was a good one.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Let's do this. Religion, because we know it is very active and very important. Okay. Yep. So, are we all going to agree that Christianity would be the religion for Black America that we would put in there? Is that what we would? Would we all agree with that? If so, probably. If so, then what sect of it are we putting in? Kojic, Baptist, Pentecostal? What are we? Jehovah's Witness? What are we putting in?
This one ain't easy for me. This one ain't easy for me. I'm letting y'all go first. This one is not easy.
I gotta think about it. Y'all, who I want to go?
Oh,
this one ain't easy for me.
It takes me back to the church hurt.
I'm with you, Candace.
I'll say this. I do believe, I guess, Christianity. However, not that Bible, because Jesus was black. If you want to look at the Bible, and blue eyes and blonde hair is not hair wool. So if we would rewrite some of the teachings or add some of the Quran and recreate the Bible a certain way, then I would say that, add it. I would choose Kojic because I am Kojic. So I would say that. But as far as religion, I guess that would be the default. But I don't really know. And I'm actually stunned since this game started because I don't know.
Comma says Blackism, which I don't know what that is.
Right. I don't know what that is either.
Lamar says no denomination.
But you got to put one in there. You got to put one in there.
I want to lean where Lamar is going.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. I can see now that I think that these the denominations that's the religious part that I try to stay away from anyway.
Right.
But if we have to choose one for this exercise, for this game, me personally, I think it'll probably would be Baptist, because I think most Black Americans grew up Baptist or Methodist first. We were actually Methodist when we came over here, before we found or was given Christianity. Let me put it that way.
Lamar, my brother, please come on camera. Please come on camera. He said, Kenny, come on camera. Please come on camera.
My answer is Baptist, just because I just think that's the default.
What's up, Sanjay?
My answer, to tell you the truth, here we go. Here go the revolution. Here we go the rebellion. It's Islam. I would say Islam, because from a certain point in time when I was coming up, that was the move. That's what the pivot was in the Black community. I know about Malcolm and what he did at a certain point, but it was still heavy Christianity. But after a certain point in time, we started to pivot over to Islam because of what we thought what Christianity was all about. You know, like the blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus. You know, that's not what that teaches. You know, so I would say Islam, even though I do agree with a lot of you with Cogent and Baptist and all that, I get it, or Methodist, what we start out as, but for me, it's Islam because of how the way things are right now.
Okay. Woo! Come on, Lamar. Please come on camera, my brother.
Yeah.
We need your input here. Candace, I'm still thinking you didn't go.
This is hard because you know, me and Kenny were born in a Kojic family, and Kojic derived or came out of Methodist. So I would have to say Methodist as well. I'm putting it nicely. If it was up to me, I'm not putting no goddamn religion in there.
I wouldn't either.
I agree.
I 100% agree with that.
We just gonna be heathens. Yeah, we just gonna we be heathens.
Yeah,
put the heathens in there.
And so I'm gonna tell you, that's where look. Okay, so this Costa, you threw me on this is probably gonna be the most difficult one for me because on a personal level, but I can't represent the whole of civilization. My personal belief is Jehovah's Witnesses. For me, it knocks down a lot of the false ideology and dogma that has turned me off to religion. But I know that Jehovah's Witnesses is a smaller sect. You know, there's only literally 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses, and that cannot represent all of African Americans, and so it kills me that I have to freaking say this. I gotta pick them damn Baptists. I gotta pick them damn Baptists because for Black people throughout our history, slavery, you know, on up to now, that is who it's so deeply embedded in who we are in terms of our beliefs, our tithing, our love for ministers, our Easter celebrations and stuff. Damn it, I have to pick them damn Baptists.
That's what I would pick. Southern Baptist. That's how I was brought up. That's how I was raised. That is the belief system that, you know, we were taught to have is Southern Baptist. There's just something, to me, it's just nothing like it. I don't know, just seeing just in the South, you know, driving down the street and you just come upon just the different churches and stuff. It's comforting. Yes. I'll say that it's comforting to me. It is. So.
Oh, wow. I'm waiting on Lamar. I sent in the link. And Shantae said, come on board. Kama says he can't pick because it dismisses the others. But Kama, we are forcing you to pick one.
Right.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
One is better than the other.
Yeah,
right. So we just talk the human race. Tasha, you bring up a good point. In Black communities, what's the two things in every Black community? A liquor store and a damn church.
Yeah,
you ain't never lie.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know,
and
so
sometimes it's next to the church.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or at least a couple of, you're right about that too.
A tavern next to my grandfather.
A tavern, yeah. Well, that's a Milwaukee thing right there. Yeah.
You got that right.
Store church. Look at store church.
Philadelphia got more churches than McDonald's.
Yeah.
Man, same thing with New York. You can't walk.
That's right.
You can't walk 5 blocks in New York without running to a church. And that's the God's honest truth.
Yeah,
there's like no excuse. It's like no excuse for you to get to the church right here.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes they're across the street from each other.
Yes, they are.
It really is. You know, Lamar's going to join us, and we're going to let him, when he come on camera, we're going to still let him answer this question. We're going to go to the next one. Lamar is the owner and creator of TFG Network, which this show is on. So when he comes on, we got to get his opinion. So we'll go back to them. But Tasha's throwing up the serious ones. I kind of keep it light. So I got a fun one coming up.
Okay.
What male singer are we leaving behind to represent us? What African American singer? Now, got to be specific here. We're not talking about rapper, and we're not talking about jazz. I want to be very specific. We're talking about R&B and pop. I'm a.
What about gospel? Can gospel go in there too? Gospel, R&B,
Ooh,
pop.
do I want to leave that as separate? No, you know
Okay.
what,
Well,
Kenny?
some gospel's been a little bit R&B-ish.
I want,
Yeah, right.
no, but I want to break it up. I want to
Okay.
break it up. So if we're gonna do it that way, I want to break it up. What R&B? So if that's the case, which R&B artist for you best represents our people?
Male or female?
Male first. Male
okay, male.
first.
Then we're gonna do male first.
All right.
What male
wow.
R&B artist we're leaving behind to represent Black people?
Do they
I'm
have
jumping out there.
dead or alive? Do they have
Dead or alive? Dead.
okay. I already got mine. Go ahead, Bert.
Good. Hold on before you answer. Hold on before you answer.
But you might be different.
Hold on before while we think about that. We got Lamar. What's going on, my brother?
What's up? What's going on?
What's going on? So we right on time. What religion are you leaving behind to represent Black people?
I can't say non-denominational.
Nope.
Nope.
You gotta pick one.
You gotta choose one.
I might go Hindu. No, I would go with the one I know the best. I would have to go with Christian. I don't want to, but I have to pick of all of them. I gotta say Christian.
Okay. Which sect of Christendom are you leaving?
Baptist, Kojic, Methodist.
Presbyterian.
Okay.
Okay. Why?
That seems safe.
Why?
I don't know. I go Baptist. I say Baptist. I don't like I don't like any of them. Like,
but that you gotta leave one though in the time capsule. You gotta leave one.
You got to leave one.
Jeez.
I'm with you. Trust me.
Yeah. Because I said honestly, I wasn't leaving no religion, but
if I had to choose one, I would have to go basic and say Baptist. It's not as conforming. I don't think as like the holiness religions where women can't wear certain things, can't wear makeup, all this stupid stuff. So I'll go Baptist.
Okay.
I got you. So, and I think for the most part, that's been a consensus. So we moved on to what male R&B artist is best representing African-American people. Comma has already chimed in with MJ, the king of pop. Yeah. I'm gonna let that slide.
Wait a minute. MJ. What?
I'm gonna let that slide.
Don't get Lamar started. Please don't get him started.
Can I go?
Yeah, please. Who you got?
I'm going with Ron Osley.
Ron Osley?
Oh, Ron Osley. When he did Fight the Power back then, he was the first artist to not necessarily saying curse me, but he crossed the barrier. He wasn't afraid to speak up when the Osley brothers first was back then. I feel like he represents a lot. He crossed over to different generations, different eras, and still every generation can say that they know his music, they can sing his music, and he doesn't sing about just one thing. He sings about love that people don't sing about anymore. He said about fighting the power and the revolution that people don't really, we talked about it, but he touches every single, I think, topic and thing. So, and I'm not saying it because I love the Ozzy brothers, but for me, I would go with that.
Okay, we got Ron Osley. Shantae says Stevie Wonder for his music. Who want to go next? Come on, Kenny.
Easy. Marvin Gaye.
Why?
Get out of my head.
Okay.
Because that What's Going On album. And I know a lot of people aren't. If you hadn't listened to that What's Going On album, I would suggest you listen to it. Inner City Blues. Listen to it. Marvin Gaye, hands down for me.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna go because I gotta come hard against you, Kenny. You bring a good one.
Not straight off the bottle, Lamar.
I gotta tell you something. On this one, I gotta agree with Shantae. Stevie Wonder, because when you mentioned, you said let's get it on.
No, what's going on?
What's going on?
The album, what's going on?
So I'm going to talk about songs in the key of life.
Yes.
And Stevie Wonder is, oh my God!
That's a good one too.
In a way,
it is.
He is one of the most unique art. He has a distinct voice. I think his music has spread over generations. He's a flat out genius. and and lyrically, what he always talked about, I think, is perfect representation of Black people. So I'm gonna give the nod to Stevie. Anybody else? What's up, Sherry? How you doing, sis?
I want to say I agree with you and Shantae. Stevie Wonder is my all-time favorite singer. From Songs in the Key of Life to their original Musicarium, all of that. I love him. He's very unique. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and he performed my song at West End Village Church of God in Christ, Fall in Love with Jesus. Like everything this man has done is awesome to me.
He's also was instrumental in making Martin Luther King a national holiday.
Yeah. But he isn't he the one that arranged the happy birthday song for Martin?
Yes. Brother Stevie, you know, Kama says Inner City Blues is my favorite Marvin song. So Kenny, you got a Marvin Gaye fan. Anybody else got something different? Come on, Lamar.
I got two. I got James Brown. This is what is that? Living in America. And what's the other
Living in America. Okay.
James,
say it loud. Say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud.
I'm Black and I'm proud. Say it loud. And then the second one is Childish Gambino. I'm not sure if that's considered
oh my God.
This is America. This is America.
I love this exercise. Hold on. You gonna leave Childish Gambino behind to represent Black people.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. Childish Gambino.
Oh my God. Okay. I love it. Tasha, Sherry, Bert and Hannah. I'm waiting on y'all.
We were
no, I'm sorry. That's right.
They were great. I would definitely go with Stevie as a representation. But since a lot of people picked him, I'll say Sam Cooke.
That's a good one too.
I'll say Sam Cooke because he was for the people. You know, change is going to come. You know, he did meet up with Malcolm and Muhammad Ali and all. So you know, I'll pick Sam Cooke.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Bert.
Nice choice. Sherry, what you say, sis?
I didn't even hear the question, so
That's okay. If we had to leave Earth and we're leaving Earth civilization behind, what male Black R&B artists are you picking to represent Black people? Because I think everybody went. Tasha, you went, right?
No. I haven't gone yet.
Okay. While Sherry's thinking, Tasha, who you got?
My first pick was Marvin Gaye, like Kenny said. Kenny, get out of my head, please. Thank you. But also, you know, because of his story and because I find it so interesting and all things that he overcame, I'm gonna say Ray Charles. That's
a nice one. That's a nice one.
I would really pick him because his story to me is worth being retold, you know, to future generations. So
that's a nice one.
You're right.
That's a nice one. Sis, you got yours?
I would go along with Tasha Ray Charles. That's a good one.
Okay. Why for you?
Ray Charles, first of all, he old school and he got a lot of old teachings in him, and I think he would be good. Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you how generationally this question hit. Kama, you know, in case you don't know, he's under 30. Kama, you correct me if I'm wrong. So this is one of our young viewers. I love him. He says he's telling you why he picked Michael Jackson. He said because he covers all bases from childhood to adulthood. ABC, she's out of my life. They don't really care about us. He covers all areas. Michael.
I'm going with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson for me.
Okay, so we got another Michael Jackson fan.
We got another MJ in there. Where did he just popped in there? Where did he come from?
That's my cousin Rodney. Let me tell y'all, I gotta give a shout out to who I really wanted to pick, but I know he cannot represent
you
Black people at this
Don't
current
say it.
time.
Don't say it, Black.
At
Don't
this
say it.
current
Don't
time.
say it.
But he's my favorite artist. I don't care what nobody say. Musically, it's R. Kelly.
He's talented. No, you're right. You can't take that away.
Musically, Shante says, "Oh, I cannot, Shante. If you take away what he's done as a person, because we can sit here now, honestly, and nitpick each person individually." James Brown had his issues. Now, Stevie, I don't think ever really got in any kind of trouble per se. You know,
he was just a woman. He was just a womanizer, but what
exactly? He beat women. He beat women.
Marvin had his issues.
Marvin had issues.
Ray Charles had his.
Woman. So that's so. All of them individually, but R. Kelly right now is so universally hated. But I'm just talking musically. That man's musicology is it for me, you know. So I R. Kelly, my brother, I really want to pick you. I'm just gonna say.
Somebody
he's a pedophile.
If they find out he was in that capsule, ain't nobody trying to open that capsule until they wipe it off.
As long as they don't know the rest of his story and they just hear the music and they don't know what he's talking about.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'll agree on the fact that he wrote for a lot of. He wrote wrong songs for Michael Jackson that people picked. He wrote songs for a lot of people that we don't realize. So I do like R. Kelly, so I'll agree with you a little bit, Lee.
Shantae know her music.
But he can't go in the capsule. He ain't going in.
Well, Shantae's talking about somebody else we really, really did leave off.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah.
We left off Prince. Prince would,
Go
ahead, Lamar. Go ahead, Lamar.
Prince would definitely speak to the world we in today.
You know what?
You're great.
You know what?
Yeah, that's
you know what? I changed my pick. I changed my pick.
He would.
I actually changed my pick. When it comes to musicality, Prince, he's covered all genres of music. As a writer, he can play multiple instruments. Shante, you made me change my pick. I'm a Prince. Prince is the man.
I can go with that.
Prince is the man. Joseph will be coming on here in a second. Tasha, lead us to another good question.
Okay, let's see here.
Or you want me to go with another one?
Go with another one.
You not all right? You weren't gonna do the female version, or
I was gonna hold it, but let's do it now. I was gonna hold it, but let's do it now. Female R&B or pop artist?
And what's the question over? The full question?
Which female or R&B or pop artist we leaving behind that represent Black civilization? Living or dead? Living or dead?
I have mine.
I already know who Candace is gonna pick.
I know who you're gonna pick, and I'm ready to put the thumbs down.
Sherry, who you got?
It's hard. I'm thinking.
I'm going.
That's hard for me too.
I'm going with Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Janet Jackson. She's all rounded, pretty much.
They just don't need to show her acting in their Tyler Perry film.
Thank you.
We're not doing that, Lamar.
Thank you.
We're not doing that.
Thank you. This is hard for me. If you got your answer, please say this.
I like comma. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What the
Shantae is asking who gonna pull Beyonce out the hat.
Nah, and I think Beyonce, but I'm not gonna say her.
I say it second. Me and Lamar love Beyonce.
I love Beyonce too.
I wouldn't leave her in the capsule though.
I love her.
Yeah, I do too.
She can't represent us.
Not the capsule.
I'm going with Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
I say, whose turn is it? My bad. I want to go out of turn.
No, speak please, Lamar. Who you got?
I got two again. Whitney Houston, because she's the best singer ever of all time, regardless of her history.
Okay.
She represented all cultures. White folk love the Black. She's a global. There's very few global stars. Whitney and Beyonce and Michael Jackson and Cher, maybe. I don't know. But there's very few. Prince.
Say Cher.
Which Whitney? I have to be like Tam, the one that was on crack. Which one?
Lord. She sang better when she was when she just started the crack. Now it got the best of her, but she was just in the middle of the crack. She was the best singer.
Damn. Okay.
Damn. But and also Beyonce, because she's a billionaire, she's global, just like Whitney is, and she can sing her ass off.
Okay. Okay.
Me, it's going to be I'll go with Aretha Franklin.
Oh Lord, Jesus!
I'm leaving a set.
Yes, he said mine.
I'm with you,
Bert. You said mine. That's Lamar gets so mad when I say.
I'm with you, Joseph.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah,
say that too.
Joseph, why did you pick Aretha?
Who?
Why did you pick Aretha, Joseph?
That was Bert.
No,
that was Bert. That was Bert.
Oh, I thought Joseph. Bert. Okay, Bert.
Yeah,
Why did you pick Aretha?
You know what? Because she's the queen. She was the first queen of R&B. She did that thing. Strong voice. She did it all. You know what I mean? So I can't front against Aretha. I can go with the easy answers, but I have to go with Aretha.
I'm with you.
I am too. That was mine.
I'm with you.
Mine.
Go ahead, Candace.
Second choice is Beyonce. I'm a Beyonce stan. I'm a part of the Beehive. Not mad when people come for her because she's perfection.
Okay.
Okay, can I go?
Come on.
Lamar picked my Whitney. So I will go with Do Not Judge Me. I'm going with Jasmine Sullivan.
What?
I'm going with Jasmine Sullivan. She can sing any range. She can sing anything. She can really have you dancing, singing, crying, like going through the emotions that people don't tap into nowadays. And I also was going to go with my girl Patty.
Yes.
My girl Patty. Ain't nothing
Absolutely.
like it.
That's my number 3.
The cook on the side.
Yeah.
I love her voice. Now, Jasmine Sullivan would even make it into my top 100 as the lead behind to represent us.
Jasmine Sullivan got a voice, though. She got a voice. She got a voice, man.
I'm not saying she can't sing, but I've seen videos of crackheads at gas stations who can sing as well.
We don't do that. We own Jasmine Sullivan.
If we add her, can we add Fantasia? Because that's
Fantasia is my number 4.
I mean, what about Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, all right. I'm not a big
Erykah Badu then.
I
would take Lauren over Jasmine Sullivan.
Well, Lauren won't be there on time, so we don't have time.
There you go. I gotta say one thing on Aretha. It literally from this woman been singing since she was 3 years old. Till the day she died, Bert, you said it. She's actually done it all. She's actually done it all. And one of the most unique, distinct voices. You cannot copy Aretha. There's certain voices out there.
I disagree.
You to me, Lamar, you can't name anybody that ever sounds like Aretha.
There's an Aretha at every black church.
Not like Rita, though.
No, not like her.
It's some hooping at every black church, but it ain't like Rita. It's some whack hooping.
She's got something that they don't have.
Yeah, she got that.
You know,
I'm missing. I gotta look at some more videos. I'm missing.
You know, I would have to go with just Aretha, and the reason being because of her ties as well to the civil rights movement, because she was big with that. A lot of her concerts that she did, I mean, and she can vocally sing too. But just her ties to that, and her daddy was one of the baddest preachers to ever do it too. So she comes from royalty.
She really is the queen.
She's the queen. So I have to go with Bert. I go with Aretha.
Now, some notable shout outs. We've heard all kinds of names. Jenny says India Ari, go figure.
I like India.
I like her, but
but she's dope though.
You know.
I love me some India.
Now, Candace, you know how you love you some Beyonce? I love me some Mary J.
I do too.
I love me some Mary J.
She ain't the greatest singer. I'll be honest. She ain't no great singer.
But I love Mary like people like Beyonce. She represents the gritty streets parts of who we are, you know, the guttural parts of who we are, I think.
But Beyonce can sing.
Yeah, and
Beyonce can sing.
Okay, okay. Let me say this.
Beyonce
global.
Beyonce can sing, but she can't sing.
Yeah.
She can sing, but she cannot sing. She can sing, but she can't sing.
Baby came from the streets. She came from the struggle.
Hey man, who is
that?
That's Rodney.
What's up, Rodney?
I forgot about Faith Evans and Keisha Cole.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Yes, sir. I love me some Faith Evans. I ain't gonna even lie.
Keisha Cole ain't invited. No.
I love me some Faith Evans. I ain't gonna even try.
If Keisha Cole's invited, K. Michelle's invited.
Keisha Cole can sing though. She can sing. Keisha Cole can sing.
I don't think
K over Keisha.
even Brandy or Monica either. If you're gonna mention Keisha Cole,
Right? You gotta ask Brandy or Monica before Keisha Cole.
Yeah, Brandy's the vocal Bible. I like Brandy too.
I like Brandy too.
I'll take Monica over Brandy.
I would take Monica.
I'll take Brandy over Monica. I take Brandy over Monica.
I agree. I agree.
Too.
That was a tough one there. Tasha, what you got for us next?
I would say let's go this way. Okay. As far as language, we know English is going to go in there, but specifically, what dialect are we going to put in there that would represent Black America? Are we going to go with Southern? And when I say Southern, is it going to be more Texas, Arkansas, Alabama?
Memphis, what's up, mine? What's up, mine?
Yeah. Are we gonna go with New York? Are we gonna go with California? What dialect would we want to put in there?
I'm gonna go first. Now this one for me is New York. New York. Don't nobody talk like a New Yorker. I got a New York on there. New Yorkers, they blunt, they direct, they cut to the core. It is distinctive. When you're talking to a true New Yorker, you know you're talking to a New Yorker as to represent Black people, because as you said, Tasha, when we start getting to the South, there's all these little nuances between an Atlantean and somebody from Alabama versus somebody from Memphis, and I damn sure ain't leaving no, Tasha, I know you're in Memphis, I'm sorry, baby. I damn sure ain't leaving no Memphis people to represent us.
Please don't come from my city, okay? Because don't come from my city.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going with Philly all day. John is added to the dictionary, so we make moves. I'm just going with Philly. I just feel like, even though people say I have a Philly accent, I don't know what that means, but the way we talk, the way we interact, I'm going with Philly language all day. Down south now, we live in North Carolina. The accent's a little hard and harsh. Not gonna lie, don't understand sometimes what they're saying. So yeah, I'm definitely going Philly.
I would agree with the boss man here. New York. I like how distinctive it is, and you can also, it don't sound like you stupid when you hear someone New York talking. For instance, Jay-Z, he could be in the boardroom talking, it still sounds professional, but it's very distinctive to where he's from. So I would go with New York for sure. Definitely not Dallas.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to represent the Midwest. We have the most regular sounding accent, and I feel like our accent, you never know where we're from.
Okay.
We say our words correctly. We don't have
Wait a minute, where is the Midwest? That's where
town, right?
That Wisconsin? Because Wisconsin is
Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, the Midwest.
You got a good point.
Milwaukee to Midwest. Quit hating, Lamar. Lamar up there being messy. I see you.
Wisconsin sound like Alaska. They all kind of the same.
You being petty. Stop.
Alaska.
So what's the question? What's the question I had stepped away? What
dialect would you select to be representing of Black America? What dialect would you put in there? Would you put Southern? Would you put New York? Would you put California? What would you put down in there?
I think I have to go with New York. I do. I like the New York. I like that accent. I don't know. I just like the way they talk. I think it would. It's dope. I just love to listen to people from New York talk, real talk.
I I don't. My classmates. Harlem in the building. I hate when he does all that. He like yells.
I love to hear them say, "Yo, son." I love to hear that.
Bring Rodney on camera. You want to hear New York talk? Bring Rodney back on camera.
It's just a different dialogue.
I'm gonna ask a New Yorker question. Yeah. So this is authentic New York. Bring Rodney on camera.
He gonna yell.
Here go D. They talking about the dialogue. Here go D.
Come on. Where you at, D?
Which
hey, yo, D. Who's your favorite? There you go, D. Who's your favorite male artist in the world? Talk to us.
Favorite male artist?
Yep.
Like just musically wise, period, or like any type
Yep. Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big Jay-Z fan, man.
Why? Why you like Jay-Z?
Growing up from Brooklyn. 2, it's that hustler's mentality. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna get it from the bottom and make my way to the top no matter what the odds are against me. You know what I mean?
I love it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't hear that.
That's black. That's black.
That's dope to me.
Wait a minute. Let me get in here.
I especially like when women hear the women talk.
Yeah, me too.
That's it. Thank you, my brother D. You're right on point.
I am going to disagree strongly. It will always forever will be the South, especially Houston. If I could leave a representative behind that I wish could narrate it, and like if you just put in someone to narrate what American Black culture was, it would have been Pimp C, hands down.
Oh wow!
To hear Pimp C talk.
Okay, I like Pimp C too.
Yeah,
I understand them.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna say Beyonce.
Beyonce from Houston.
She's not talking.
I thought she was gonna say my boy Scarface, but I like Pimp C too, though. I get it.
Just because it is Texas, but it does have that Memphis twang to it. I love, I'm from Memphis, so I'm gonna always say that we just sound just the best. But for some people, we might sound stupid or country.
Wow,
it is different, and to me, I think it's a lot more interesting than some of the others. That's what I would say.
See, it's Arthur, Texas. I thought I didn't know he was Houston. I thought
you got. Well, that's it's basically the same. Because
Shout out to Pimp C. Shantae say R.I.P. So you got another Pimp C fan. Sherry, representing females from New York. What dialect you leaving behind?
Of course, New Yorkers. Ain't nothing like it. Be blunt to the point, and you will understand exactly where we going with it.
Y'all understand Lisa Ray? Y'all understand her?
Hey, leave my wife alone, Candace. You know I love
Lisa Ray from Shotdown.
Leave her alone.
Chicago, Midwest. That's
what you better leave my wife alone.
That's
I'm with you, Kenny. I love me some Lisa Ray.
Candace said Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Candace.
No, I'm from Milwaukee, but
yes.
Chicago represents the Midwest.
Right. I'm gonna throw another head scratcher out there at you guys. Which African American movie best represents us?
American Gangster, hands down. I would put that in there.
Damn,
American Gangster. I don't have to think. I was watching.
Why?
Because the time frame. Number one, the story in itself is very interesting, but the time frame of when it took place is very instrumental, and it really set the tone for a lot of things that we are still dealing with today. It is a specific time that is very important to Black American culture. So yeah, American Gangster.
American Gangster?
Tasha was ready.
So we out here selling drugs?
Okay, what you say, D? What you say, D?
Personally, from being from New York on the East Coast, in my area, it got to be Juice.
Okay.
Because Juice is about just like, your basic cruise. It wasn't no gang stuff. It was just your cruise. And you put people with another crew, you handled it. It is what it is. Like, it wasn't hustling, nothing like that. It was just, you had this crew and you had that crew. That's all it was.
Okay.
I have 3 of them. Is that allowed?
Okay, you can name all three. You can name all three, but you gotta pick one. You gotta go with one.
My first choice is The Color Purple. We all know that we've all seen that movie. It's a poetic. It's studied in schools, so that's one movie. I would also say Eddie Murphy's Coming to America. I like the fact it was funny. It's lighthearted. Number 3 is Harlem Nights. That's one of my other favorite movies. So,
wow.
Eddie Murphy.
Okay, so out of those three, if you had to only pick one, which one's you leaving to represent Black people?
The Color Purple, because we all know the lines. We know all the lines.
Color Purple.
The color.
I get The Color Purple. I actually get The Color Purple,
and I'm gonna stand behind it.
Okay, now this one's while y'all thinking, Karma remembers a young person and
Color
he picked
Purple.
And I love that movie.
Purple.
Me too.
I love that movie.
Color Purple.
Okay.
See?
Color Purple? Oh no.
Shantae says hoodlum and set it off. Shantae, you can only pick one. Which one? Anybody else want to go? I'm still.
I say
life to represent us. Okay.
Yep. Why did I get married? That Tyler Perry movie, showing some successful Black folks, but it's also showing their personal struggles, even with some money, Okay. And then my third one, which my first one is life, but my third one will be Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith.
Oh, I just thought.
Wow.
I just thought of mine.
Come on, Kenny, because I'm struggling.
No. Honda says she ready. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Honda. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Okay, so my first one will be Hoodlum.
Now you're gonna have to pick only one, but you can mention others.
Well, I have 2: Hoodlum and Black Messiah.
Okay.
So if I would have to pick one, I would put Black Messiah because we were at the point where we was tired of the bullshit. Excuse my language. Sorry. We were at the point where we need to be at this moment today in today's time. And I feel like that should be carried on so we don't have the mindset that other races are beneath us. I think that for the new generation, if we had to leave that for them, I would want my kids to know that we can be that. We don't have to settle. We don't have to have people put their foot upon us. We can rise up. So for me, I will pick that one.
Okay. Bird, Bird or whoever want to go?
I will go with Malcolm X with Denzel Washington. I will go with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that just showed the struggle at the time. What Malcolm really was about and how much he loved the people and how much he wanted to see us progress, but also show like the inner workings of the Nation of Islam and how political certain things can be. So, I'll go Malcolm X.
Kennard would have said that too when I was first dating him. That was a movie he played at 7. So that was Kennard's movie.
Okay. Joseph, if you can hear and Sherry, I'll let y'all go.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
No.
Repeat the question.
No, absolutely not.
I'm having like 2 conversations here.
Okay, which Black movie you leaving behind to represent us?
I mean, you can't just pick one.
But you got to pick one. You can name some, but you got to go with just one.
All right, I'll go with Malcolm X.
Hold on. You're live?
I'll go with.
How do they get a feel about this? Black.
I'll go with number 42.
What you said? What was that second one?
The number 42.
Look at
the movie.
Number 42. Okay.
Oh, okay. I forgot about 42.
And damn, even this may be off, but Shawshank Redemption. I know that may be off, but that is a good movie too. That will.
It's a great movie, but you leaving that behind to represent Black people.
Yeah. We won't want to. No, not Shawshank Redemption. Well, okay, my bad.
You either what Morgan Freeman say?
I'll get busy living or get busy dying.
There you go.
That's a good saying.
Can I respond to
Was
Karma?
Yes, Love Jones.
that movie?
Okay. Oh, you can. Just so you know,
No,
Karma says The Color Purple is a terrible choice because there's no example of a stand-up black man in a whole movie. Sorry, but I can't.
But so does Hoodlum and all these other movies that were named show a stand-up black woman? I want to know that. I'm a black woman, so I know from a black woman's perspective that that's what represents me. I know it's a period piece, and I love the movie. We've all
okay. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong.
I want to say I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm standing behind The Color Purple.
There you go. I like that she's fighting for her movie.
Cecily Tyson did represent.
No. He said black. He said black man.
No, Candace said that Hoodlum represent a strong black woman, and strong black man.
Okay, no, right. But Karma was talking about no strong black men though.
I got one.
Come on, Kenny.
Okay, but actually, Lamar stole one of them, but The Life, obviously, that's my favorite. But the Wood, I don't know if y'all remember The Wood.
I love The Wood.
I love The Wood. And Tay Diggs. And the reason why I would pick that because it shows brotherhood starting in black men having brotherhood from their elementary up until adulthood. And they had each other back, and it was showing the dynamics of the black love relationship, the triangles that they had to grow through growing up. So I think that would be a perfect example of our culture, The Wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Wood.
Yeah, I like The Wood.
So for me, I it's so many fascinating choices. I was leaning towards Black Panther because of its success, and it showed, I think, what black people could be. You know, as a people, you know, it highlighted our heritage of coming from a race of kings and queens and things like that. Of course, I love the Marvel franchise genre. But here's where I got swayed. If I have to leave a movie to represent black people, though, who we are, I'm going with New Jack City.
Wow.
I'm going with New Jack City.
I agree.
New Jack City.
I'll put you on that one.
It highlights who we are as black people. We're hustlers. As black people, if nobody don't know who we were, we're flashy and we're street and we're hustlers. New Yorkers is all on board on this.
I want to know this. I want to know how is the black woman represented in this? Because Karma brought up a good point. We have to represent both.
Yeah, because
people.
You're right.
How are black women?
You're right. No. So you're right. I'm overlooking that. But Candace, you know that I'm a chauvinist. So,
but I mean, that was a black woman representing the one that said "Rock the Baby." She was representing.
Sure did.
That's the way. That's right.
If I was gonna do a movie that represented both black and white, and this is like a under the radar movie that I have not seen out recently, but it's called Once Upon a Time When We Were Colored. Now it shows both of us in a positive light. So.
Okay. I see. So Candace, I wasn't even thinking of it in terms of positive. I'm just thinking about if we're leaving a footprint of who black people are. You know, New Jack City, the music, the soundtrack, it's who we really are. How we carried ourselves. You know, that movie still gets me right there.
Malcolm X, they represented black women well.
I feel you.
Black
women. Now wait to hell. I think best represents black women.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk about specifically black women, all the struggles y'all go through, I think it highlighted 4 distinctly different women and the struggles that they face. You know, so I love that choice, Lamar. I love that choice. I love that choice.
Stuff we burning up tonight.
Here we go.
See, Candace, you won him over. Okay, Tasha, you got another one, or do you want me to go again?
No, I can go.
Okay.
Let's say, since we're talking about movies, let's ask, what is the TV show Not reality TV, so throw that out. You cannot use reality TV. That is
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no damn Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hell no.
no. What
double no.
TV show would you say that we're gonna put in this time capsule?
Well, I'll answer first, and I know a lot of people hate him, but the Cosby Show. That represented a part.
I like that choice.
I'm with you.
That's good.
I like that choice.
I'm with you.
Just like with R. Kelly, just don't talk about the rest.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I say the Carmichael Show.
Who?
Yes, that's a great show.
Carmichael Show. Yeah,
Carmichael. I've never seen that. I've never seen it.
Loretta Devine is in it. It's real good.
I've never seen a Carmichael.
Is that on Netflix?
It might be, but it's like it was like a new school representation of the Cosby Show. It really.
Oh, okay.
Who's in it, Lamar?
Ryan Carmichael created, but what's her name? The lady from Wayne Takes Care. Loretta Devine is in it.
David Allen Greer.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, David Allen Greer.
I've never seen it.
I haven't.
Look at you.
That's my show.
Okay, I've never seen it. Okay. Anybody got something? Oh, Shante said a different world.
Oh.
I like that. I like that. A different world.
Yeah,
I really like that. I really like that.
I would say Martin. You have to leave that. You have to leave Martin in there.
Martin.
It's just one that everyone has seen it. It's a good story. It is a classic. It is just one of those that if you just want to sit back and just get an idea of a specific time frame, just watch Martin.
Okay. Tasha, I got a little side. Can I?
Okay.
If we since we on TV, can it be a series?
Oh yeah. Whatever you want it to be.
Okay, so
okay.
Not reality TV. Okay. Go ahead, Hannah.
I'm going to go with Blackish, and I'll tell you why.
Yes. That's a good choice.
Good answer.
That episode when Anthony Anderson got deep and was talking about how Black people feel, they touched on everything topic you can think of. So for
good
that,
choice.
I would definitely go with Blackish.
That's the new improved Cosby Show.
Good choice.
That's a good one.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What I would go with, I'm gonna kind of go against the grain a little bit. Is for one thing, I'm gonna go with Living Single.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that.
It's because of the fact that Friends stole that concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they whitewashed it and ran with it. Living Single, low key, was a great show, and it stayed on for, I think it was like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, it was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5, 6 years.
I'll say Living Single. Tosh told Martin, but I'll say Living Single.
Yeah. Martin is my other favorite show. I got all the DVDs.
I'm loving your reasons, Tasha, for Martin. Cosby Show is right up there. I think it completely revolutionized sitcoms as we know it today. The Cosby Show, give that man his due. Good Times, I think, is a real good choice for some of the old school sitcoms because it showed a real Black family, with a strong father figure. So James Evans, because I stopped watching it when James died off. It wasn't good to me then. I was done. I'm sorry.
I hate Good Times as representation.
Right. I do actually.
They kept themselves in poverty.
Right. I love the show, but now that I look back on it, man, it's sad because they was always in poverty. They was always.
And then when they had a chance, Martha was too high and mighty. She didn't want to take the chance.
I thought Thelma's husband got them out of poverty almost.
And at the end, it's very depressing, but I just like that.
I like it.
You know what? James whipped ass. It was realistic.
Yeah.
Because James was a real Black father who didn't run from his family's responsibilities. He whooped some ass, so I like that. But here's my show. The best thing I can't call that a Black show. So I'm sorry. I was thinking, come on, y'all too loud in the background, Sherry. I'm gonna mute you for a little bit, sis. So out of all the ones you mentioned then, because the best thing I've seen on TV, but it's not a black show, so I can't go with that. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with the Cosbys. For me because, again, I think it revolutionized sitcoms as we know it. There would be no Seinfeld and Friends and stuff. Bill Cosby took sitcoms to the next level, and it showed Black people in a professional light, where for the first time you had a doctor and a lawyer married and raising their kids and the situations that they covered. Bill Cosby, whether you forget his personal life, his representation of a father figure crossed over color lines. He has just as many white viewers who can identify with, because he took his storylines. It wasn't just things that a Black father go through, it was what fathers go through with their kids. And so I got to give that man his due.
I want to give him his flowers because nobody else shouted out HBCUs after.
Yes.
Cabela did it, but he did it originally. So shout out to him for that.
Absolutely.
And I would choose one, and I'm good with the Cosby Show, but I would go with My Wife and Kids.
I like
because actually Damon Wayans just kind of took where the Cosby Show left off and made it and put his own little stamp and little twist to it. So I would go with My Wife and Kids.
So you don't think Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did that too? I feel like they.
I mean, yeah, they all did, but I think, but Michael Kyle gave it. I mean, My Wife and Kids gave it a little bit different twist.
I think Fresh Prince did it, but it did it with more of an uppity black, uppity Negroes.
Right. Whereas My Wife and Kids, Michael Kyle was on his trucking company and this and that. Middle class.
So. I agree with Kenny.
I got to read Shantae's comment because this show to me doesn't get enough credit either. Lord, Sherry, you guys, they doing it in New York. So Shantae says she went with a different world because they were showing the same thing without Bill being a main character.
True.
You know what? I don't think a different world, because you talked about the HBCUs. I think it don't get enough credit that it deserves. The storylines, the individual characters, the topic, because they tackled everything. The riots and racism and everything. Oh, and to your point, Candace, they had some strong female leads in that sitcom there. The men didn't just lead that sitcom,
right?
You know, and
Wilbur, Lisa, Freddie,
all of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then Living Single. Living Single.
That's my show.
You know what I'm saying? So so those are some fantastic shows right there. You know, Tasha, you got another one, or you want me to go?
I have another one.
Okay.
What comedian?
That was gonna be my next one. That was gonna be my next one. You went in my head.
In there.
Come on, Tosh.
That's one.
Only one.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Only one.
He speaks truth to power.
This is
he's talking about what's going on. He does it in such a way. He does it like Cosby. Cosby, sits and tells stories and has jokes in it, but he's talking about the world at the same time. And I think Chappelle has taken that to a whole nother level. I give it to Chappelle.
That was good. That was good. That was a good pick.
Can I? All right, I'm gonna go.
Come on, sweetheart.
I have three, but I'm gonna name my favorite.
Okay.
But not my favorite. I have Paul Mooney.
Oh.
I have Richard Pryor.
Good choice.
And I have my ultimate favorite, Bernie Mac.
Wow.
And I'm going to go with, even though I love me some Richard Pryor, Paul Mooney was, he said whatever he felt, and that's me, because I have no filter. What you see is what you get.
Okay.
However, I am going to go with my favorite, which is Bernie. Yes, Shantae.
Shantae is with Bernie Mac with you.
And I'm going to go with Bernie Mac because he said what people was afraid to say. And a lot of people nowadays with this Me Too, no offense to the Me Too, but a lot of the cancel culture, Bernie Mac was not afraid. When he did his first stand-up with the thing, when he kept saying, "I'm not scared of you," I know we can't cuss. I'm not scared of you, motherfuckers. He went out there and said that because the guy before him got booed. So that was a phrase line to just come out and be himself. So I feel like if we want to represent just being ourselves and just being unapologetic and saying how we feel without a care in the world, I'm going to go with Bernie.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with Lamar. Since this is specifically talking about how you want them to see where we are as Black Americans now, I'll have to go with Dave Chappelle just because of he does he's Cosby like. He tells a story and he makes it funny, but he makes you think too. You know what I'm saying? And you can find some humor in it, but he also makes you think. But also, I had my 1A would be DL Hughley. That's my dude. So that's my 1 and 1A. So, but I would go with Dave Chappelle though.
Well, I'm gonna say mine, and y'all gonna probably disagree, but I'm gonna have to go with Eddie Murphy. I love.
Oh, I like that. I like that one.
Richard Pryor, and in the words of Richard Pryor, from by way of Eddie Murphy Raw, have a coconut smile and shut the fuck up.
There we go. Can't say any better.
Couldn't say that better than myself.
All right.
I'll go. I'll agree with all y'all.
Tasha, who you got?
That's who I was gonna go with was Eddie Murphy. But also, if I just had to pick someone else, it would probably be like someone maybe just not as well known, probably like Corey Holcomb or Patrice O'Neal.
That's my boy.
I'm not even.
You cannot leave no Corey Holcomb in there. You know how bad he's talking about women and side babies.
But it's comedy, and even though it may not be, you may not agree with what he says, but it's what it is. It's the art of
Corey.
it, and it's what they say. I mean, it's what comedy is supposed to be.
Corey's hilarious. I got you. Yeah, he's hilarious.
I agree with Shantae as well with Chris Rock, but also I would add a comedian I don't even like, but he talks about the world and what's going on in it with honesty. Cat Williams. I would add him too.
Yeah.
I love that, but I can't leave him behind. I'm going with your first answer, Lamar, which is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, again, where I look at same thing I said about Obama. I think Richard is the king. Richard Pryor is the king, and Dave Chappelle, I think, is taking it to the next natural level. Until what some of you have said before about Bernie Mac, he's unapologetic in what he says. It's not politically correct, but it's so spot on. But here's what, to me, where I would leave him behind. Not only is his comedy representative of the field of comedy itself, but it's high level comedy. It's intelligent, and he speaks to you truth to power, as they say, and his storytelling ability is on a whole nother level for me. He's on a whole nother level, and he's the living genius of comedy for me at this time.
Who would ever thought the dude from Nutty Professor would be where he is right now?
Right, exactly.
And what a half-baked. Yeah, I'm like, who would have thought? I wouldn't have thought it.
And somebody that's underrated, I wouldn't necessarily put on this list, though. I think Red Fox is underrated. I've been listening to him a lot.
I agree. Lamar, so is Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory too.
Yeah. It's literally a special on cable right now. Dick Gregory was everything.
Yeah. George Wallace too, another one.
Oh yes,
Cedric the Entertainer is basically underrated as well. I think he's
funny. I like Sid.
I like Sid. He's kind of like the uncle at the barbecue type.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got that one uncle that's always showing out at the barbecue. That's how I look at Sid. So I like him.
Exactly. Before I move on to the next subject, we got somebody that's trying to holler at somebody. So I gotta put it out there. My homeboy Kama says, Tasha, you my woman crush Wednesday coming up. Hey,
man. Hey, shoot your shot, Kama, dude.
Hey, Kama. Hey, brother.
Shoot your shot.
I know
that's right. I ain't mad at you, brother.
Go to Memphis, man. Go to Memphis, man.
You gotta come to Memphis. You gotta come to Memphis.
Oh.
I love
she calling you out, bro.
That's Tasha's name. I like that.
No, she don't say it, but I'm trying to give him some tips. Kama, when you go to Memphis, say, what's up, man? Shit, what we trying to do, man? Yeah, holla. You feel me? I'm just trying to tell you, She's in Memphis, man. That's how they get down in Memphis, man.
Shoot your shot Sunday. I know that's right, Shantae. Shoot your shot Sunday.
Hey, man, that's you. Go ahead, my brother. So, favorite male athlete?
Oh, that's easy for me.
Who we?
Are you doing like by sport? Are you gonna do it by sport or just in general?
No, all in
Just
general.
overall?
Favorite male athlete to represent black people.
You can't just put one. We gotta have it from each sport.
Oh no, that's why I wanted to make it hard. That's why I wanted to.
It's two, but it's two for me. But I already know I want.
That's why I did it that way. Because if I just say basketball or football, I'm making it two. No. You can leave one male athlete to represent us. And then we gonna go female.
And he's deceased, but it's easy for me. Muhammad Ali, straight up.
Why?
Because of his love of his people. And not only was he pretty, he backed it up. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and he put it on you. Now, did he win them all? No, he didn't. But he won. He won the majority of his battles. He got whooped, but he was doing most of the whooping.
Yes,
Plus,
sir.
you know, his stance on he was calling Americans out on a lot of their crap. You know,
yes, sir.
So
I have two.
So that's me, Muhammad Ali.
Yes, sir. And I have two, and they weren't fighting the power. But for male, I have Michael Jordan because that's my heir. That's
my guy.
Okay.
For a perfectionist, and Mike Tyson. That's my other heir.
Oh, that's very surprising. I want to hear why you picked Mike Tyson.
Well, when I was a child and watching boxing, he was always winning, and that's what I was going for. Mike Tyson, and I know he had the rape charges and all this, which I didn't agree with. But he was a strong black. In my eyes, that was a strong black.
Okay, I like that. Okay, that's different.
And she liked that he talked with a lisp.
and so Candace, that's why he can't represent us. I can't leave Mike behind.
I like winners, and
he's a winner. But if another civilization come down, I'm gonna puppetize him. I can't leave Mike behind.
Honorable mention LeBron James. I'm a big LeBron James fan.
I love LeBron James too.
I have two.
Go ahead, Hannah.
My first is LeBron James. My second would be minus the HIV, Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Does he even have it?
Whatever. He had it.
Him and LeBron James's game is the same. Magic Johnson and LeBron James, they're both
very similar.
I'm gonna say LeBron James because he represents. Not only is he's good on the court, but he represents a family man, which a lot of people try to take from the black community.
Okay.
They try to take away from their family. Yeah. And we do have family, and we do have fathers in the home.
Very good
and LeBron James makes time for family.
Very good point.
And his career and the basketball team. He's at his kids' games. He represents.
Very good point.
He got his own production company. He backs it. He represents that he's making his own money
Very good point.
Off the court. So I would like to pass that. I have a son. I would like my son to know that you can do this one day.
Very good point.
I gotta agree.
Come on, Lamar.
I gotta agree 100% with Hannah. My two are, I'm gonna say three, but my first one is LeBron, and my second one is Magic. And this is what she said. What they represent. They're businessmen. One of them has owned the Dodgers.
Right. Right.
Family men. They represent good like fatherhood. They represent business. One's about to be a billionaire. He's already made $1 billion in his career, but I don't know if he's an actual billionaire just yet. But I love that representation for Black people as opposed to good times and struggle. I like seeing us represented as achieving things. My third is Marshall Falk just because of the last name.
Wow.
Vanity in there. You just throw a little vanity in there. There you go with that.
Throw a little vanity in there at the end.
Hell, I should have said Ricky Henderson. Hell.
Well, this is what I'm gonna go with. For the women.
It's Mel, baby.
No, don't do women yet.
No women.
We're gonna do women next. We're gonna do women. We're gonna do women next.
All right, for the males, I love Michael Jordan. That was just that grace, that elegance. He could fit in any era and kill it. So it's Michael Jordan. But if I had a 1B, to tell you the truth, and I'm gonna go a little bit different. I'm gonna go with Tiger Woods.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Tiger Woods because of the golf
aspect.
That was predominantly white. That's not something that Black people really do. And then it kind of reinvigorated. There were Black people that actually did that, who play golf, but it kind of, stoked the fire for everybody. Going, hey, listen, he did it. We can do it too. You know what I mean? Like we can do it.
I gotta give him that credit. I give him that credit. I give him that credit. Tasha, who you got?
Jackie Robinson, hands down.
That's
Right
a good one
there.
too.
Right
choice.
choice.
Yeah.
He's doing it before it was the thing to be doing. Like, how dare you come out here and be starting? So, hands down, Jackie Robinson.
Nice.
I love that
I
choice.
love that choice.
I love that
I was
choice.
close to that chair.
Shantae brings one that we forget.
Jesse Owens is another
Jesse
good one.
Owens. Shantae brings
Jam
Jesse
too.
Owens. You know, so y'all went back to some icons
Right.
that absolutely, Shantae, I appreciate that. Now, to leave behind to represent us, though, even though I think Michael Jordan is the greatest male athlete, if you're just talking about talent, in terms of pure talent, perfect 6-0. He's the man. For God's sakes, when you say you're the Michael Jordan of something,
right?
That's why he's the GOAT. Having said that, if I'm going to leave somebody to represent us behind, who supersedes Michael for me is two people, and I'm going to pick one. I got to give the nod to LeBron James. He's not a Michael Jordan on the court, but I love everything he represents aside from the sport as well. I agree with y'all that as a family man, above reproach, he's not perfect. He's had some missteps, but I love what he represents in terms of what he brings on other levels. I love that man as a person. He literally brought his friends out of poverty along with him on the ride. His business acumen, his diversity in the different fields. I respect the hell out of this man and what he's been able to do. And again, he makes time for more than just basketball. So I love that he does showcase his love of his wife and his family, you know. So I got to give that man credit. But who goes above him? Kenny, I'm with you. Nobody beats Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, at his prime, took a stand. So we want to talk about Colin Kaepernick. Muhammad Ali sacrificed his entire career at the height of his career to take a stand against something that the entire world was for. So this man was standing out there by himself. It's easy to stand up when you got people behind you. He sacrificed his best years, what he stood for, in doing that, and his representation. And like you said, Kenny, he spoke out against the powers that be. I'm talking about at a time when it got you locked up. It might have got you killed.
Right.
And this man came out and said some shit. Go back and look at those things. So even though Jackie Robinson broke the color lines and things like that, Muhammad Ali, he was Malcolm X and Martin rolled all into one. He was a good orator, and he stood for what he believed in, and he stood for black manhood. Muhammad Ali is truly the greatest for me, and that's who I would want to represent us. Absolutely, for me. You know, we're going to switch over to females. What African Americans female we leaving behind?
Oh, I already know.
I'm going to go with Serena.
Serena Williams. Serena Williams.
Okay, we got two for Serena. Why?
I'll say Venus.
No, hell no, you're not serious, are you?
Hell no. I ain't saying Serena because she got a white man. We're gonna go with
this is just about this is just about her athletic prowess. It ain't got nothing to do with
but no, Lamar got a point. But he got a point.
Yeah, I get it. But for me, I ain't tripping on that.
Can I say mine? So I'm going with FloJo because she looks the most like me.
FloJo too.
She represents me.
Serena, man.
Good at what she did. I'm going with FloJo. Florence Joyner.
Serena, what
Simone Biles.
What Serena did in the tennis, though. I mean, when you think about where they came from, her dad didn't know. He didn't know jack about tennis. He got his girls out there, and he put them through.
We ain't talking about Richard.
We know about Venus first, though. Remember, Venus.
Yeah, but Serena's career she's over.
Absolutely, it's not even close.
And I'm not hating on Venus, but if you look at their career, Serena is
it's not even close.
It's not
She's
close.
The GOAT.
That's not dissing Venus. It's not close.
Serena's the GOAT.
Not close.
Yeah, Serena is very athletic, but I still want to give Venus her flowers because she.
We ain't hating on her. But we ain't hating on her.
I love Venus too, but if you put their resumes up on your laptop and you look at it like, yo, Serena is the GOAT. For real.
The Michael Jordan of tennis.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
I gotta go with track. So Flores Joyner and Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Yeah.
Very good choices. Very
Good
good
choice.
choices. Very good choices. Anybody got anybody else different?
I'm agreeing. I agree with Candace as far as FloJo. Definitely for me, she didn't care how she came out there as herself. And I'm big on representing yourself. She had her hair, her nails, and she kicked ass on the court. On the field. So for me, I definitely would go with FloJo because I feel like she didn't care who judged her.
Okay.
And I get judged daily, so I can relate. So I definitely will agree with her because I can be related to her.
Okay.
Shantae said Simone Biles, which is definitely she in the conversation, and
I
Cheryl
agree.
Swoops is too. Lamar. I mean, it's so many. I mean, yeah, it's some women. They doing their thing for real.
The new babies, Sha'Carri Richardson. Though
Yeah,
she had her situation.
She's still right, but
She's
she gonna
not
be all right.
representing me though. She's
Yeah, but
not
not we
representing me.
we
She
ain't
don't
leaving her in the capsule just yet. She
Not
only
with
two.
Hannah, I'm with you. Hannah, Shantae, I agree. She is the absolute
Let's not
goat
forget
in her
Gabby
sport.
before Simone.
You know, but she can't represent us. You know, so I agree. But you're bringing up some good ones, and Lamar, you throwing some good names out there. Layla Ali,
Layla
as well.
Ali, definitely. God, dog, I forgot about
Tasha,
Layla.
who you got? Because I got somebody different.
You don't have anybody different.
Cheryl Miller.
Yeah,
that's for me.
That's a trailblazer.
That's
She's
for
a
me.
trailblazer. Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, she's a trailblazer.
I'm gonna tell you why. Shantae, that's my one. Although Serena Williams is the Michael Jordan of her sport, that's where it stops for me. Talent-wise, again, you can't take nothing away from Serena. She's the absolute GOAT, hands down. Her resume speaks for itself. But to your point, Lamar, some of her life choices will eliminate her for me as to represent us. Number one, she's a hoe. I love her. Serena, I love you, but you're a hoe.
She is not.
Quiet.
Hey, Black, stop it, bro. Stop it. Because you know most of these male athletes are hoes too. Come on.
Michael
Jordan. I told y'all I'm a chauvinist.
Can I also shout out Gabby Douglas and Dominique?
I got you. Let me finish my point.
Yeah, we got them, cuz.
Let me finish my point.
Cheryl Miller.
I told y'all I'm a chauvinist. That's why I'm gonna tell you why. Cheryl Miller. Look, men are hoes, but I'm a chauvinist. But Serena Williams, some of her life choices, for me, she can't represent us as a tennis player. She's the GOAT, but been quite a few soldiers that done been through there. For me, that's number one. You know, yeah, she done grew up quite a bit, grew up and out. But I tell you, other than that, Cheryl Miller. I'm not hating on this woman. Cheryl Miller does not get her just due. Cheryl Miller.
I don't even know who she is. What she play?
Come on, stop it.
That's Reggie Miller's sister. That's Reggie
Cheryl Miller is actually a better ball player than Reggie Miller.
Yeah, that's Reggie Miller.
She's actually a better ball player than him.
I'm sorry, I never heard of him.
Come on now. Come on now.
Shout out my namesake, Candace Parker.
Candace Parker is cool and all and everything, but Cheryl Miller is the greatest female basketball player ever.
What about Candace Parker?
I agree with you, ladies.
Candace Parker's all right, but I think Candace played for the other team. Candace played for the other team.
Was Cheryl Miller she like to lick carpet too? So I mean, it ain't no big deal.
You know what?
They all
but you don't have the talent in Cheryl.
It ain't Saturday.
You gotta tell me at least one.
Candace Parker is married to a man.
No, she's divorced now.
She's divorced.
Yeah, Sheldon Williams. Yeah, he played it too. Yeah, he look like he ain't the best looking brother that you ever find, but yeah, it is what it is.
I love her. She was pretty And remember, Lamar, we had to choose super like athletes, and I chose Candace Parker. They were like, "Do you even know what she do?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
And you know what? Candace Parker is now is going to be on the cover of NBA 2K22.
She is going to be on NBA.
She's the first female athlete to be on that.
I love her. I love her.
She's no
Y'all watch TFG Sports Media. You would have known that. I did a pop-up on that.
Right on. Is that because she's a bulldog? Is it because of the LGBTQ efforts? Is that why she comes on the cover? Or is it because she's
No, I don't think
Thank you, Lamar.
Thank you, Lamar. To do with it. Because
Lamar.
She was a great athlete. No, she played for the University of Tennessee. She played for Pat Summitt. She's NBA MVP. She's still playing actually right now.
Not a bulldagger, and I'm gonna show my channel.
But
it's not a bulldagger.
It don't hurt that she's a carpet muncher. It don't hurt that she's a carpet muncher, though.
She's not a carpet muncher. Candace Parker.
I'm just gonna say.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna drink on that.
You're right. You're right. Tasha, you got another one for us?
I do. This is
Our
a
neighbors
fun
gonna
one.
put us out of here. We all outside live.
This is a fun one. All right, we got to put a card game in there. One card game, only one card game can we put in there.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
That's easy.
Spades
That's
for
easy.
me.
Spades.
Out is at the even sometimes after the funeral, after the repast, you might have to get over something or pull out the cards. Spades is. I feel like spades for me is. And I would say
I had a pause.
So can I say this?
Go ahead.
I grew up in going to all white schools. When I went to high school, I went to around black people, and the first game they taught me was spades. So for me, that represents.
I changed my mind though. I changed my mind.
Say mine.
Go ahead.
Spades, honorable mention, pity pat, and third tonk. Those were the games we played.
Tasha, I know where you're going. Oh yeah, y'all don't know how to play pity pat?
I'm gonna go with 1B. 1B, I'll go with Uno.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not to represent black people. Not to represent black people. Tasha, I thought you was going somewhere else to represent black people.
I do have another one, but I don't know if it plays it, but we call it Deuces Wild. Like it's real big for us. That's what I would put in there.
I thought you was going somewhere else.
What's Deuces Wild?
Hold on. Did you say only card games or game?
Only card games.
Damn. Okay.
Only card games. No, we're not putting dominoes in there now.
I was gonna say if you say game, dominoes represents black people.
We ain't doing that. We just put the card game.
Spades is it.
Spades is definitely consensus. But I go with Texas Hold'em because I don't know how to play spades.
I don't know how to play spades. I don't know how to play spades either.
Hold on. Kenny and Lamar, y'all being serious?
I'm serious, dead serious.
Y'all black card just got revoked.
No. I'm a domino. I'm a domino player. I'm bones. I play dominoes. I slap bones. That's what I do. I don't play spades.
I play, but I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you don't want me as those spades. You don't want me as those spades.
You mad at me?
You be mad at me for real.
Everything's a book to me.
Yeah,
my God!
But you, my God! You throw some balls on that table, then it's only popping. But I don't play spades.
Wow, y'all. Okay, yeah.
Y'all play spades?
That's crazy. Okay, favorite male actor.
Ooh.
Favorite male actor we leaving behind to represent us, the bros.
Denzel Washington. I mean, my God.
I knew. No, it ain't that easy. I promise you, it's not that easy.
Okay.
But y'all say Denzel, okay?
Okay, I'm with Tasha because I was going to say Sidney Poitier, but I'm not for the guess who coming to dinner. I'm not for it.
But that was groundbreaking, though.
Denzel was Malcolm X.
Thank you.
He was a gangster in Training Day. I mean, Denzel is our newer Sidney Poitier, so I will not take that for Sidney. However,
I ain't mad at you.
Denzel played roles nowadays. Like we all said, Malcolm X was going in our time capsule. That was Denzel. Tasha said American Gangster. That was Denzel. a lot of things we put in our capsule, Denzel has played those roles. He was slighted from the awards he should have won. But if I want to represent a man who played every single thing, we ain't going with Ike Turner now, Shantae. But if I had to represent a man who play every role that we could actually add into our capsules, I would go with Denzel.
Okay. Anybody got you think different?
It's not no wrong answer. I mean, you go.
It's not a wrong answer. But Sam Jackson is the highest grossing actor of all time, no matter what color. But I ain't picking him. I'm picking Chadwick Boseman because he did a great in Black Panther. He did great in the what's the dude's name?
In his short life.
What's the name?
Yes, he did.
What's the name? Who he played? I forgot the guy.
He played Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson,
played Jackie Robinson. Yeah, he played
James Brown. So I go with him, but I think the best, of course, is Denzel. But I go with Chadwick.
I agree.
I'm going.
Denzel paid for Chadwick education.
Okay.
I'm going with Denzel Washington from Malcolm X, which he should have won an award for if my daughter don't yell hot louder than me.
He did. He won an Oscar for that, didn't he?
No, Malcolm.
Training Day.
Yeah. A Soldier Story, Training Day, like all
Soldier Story.
When me and Kanar met, License to Kill. Y'all probably never watched that. That was a small movie taped in Texas. It was in Dallas, the Carrollton area, I think.
Philadelphia.
So I'm going. Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay.
All those. I'm a big Denzel fan. I love him.
Right.
Behind him. That's my man.
Okay.
Right here.
Bird, who you got?
Jamie said, by the way, Jamie plays everybody great.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx too. Yeah, that's
Denzel. Going back to Denzel.
Jamie's had a few clunkers to me. He's had a few clunkers to me.
Denzel still got a black woman.
Wow.
Jamie's got a few clunkers to me. Who you got, Bird?
You know what? I'll go with Denzel. I'm gonna have to go with Denzel, man. Yeah, he covered it. He covered it all. I seen him live doing Fences. So he deserves every bit of what he gets. He's the man.
I'm gonna go in a different direction. Joseph, you popped in. Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't.
Our favorite male actor, black actor, that we leaving behind. Who you got?
Shit. I mean, since everybody going with Denzel, I mean, I would go with that too, but I'm gonna go with something different and go with Will Smith.
Will Smith? That's very different. I like Will, but he can't represent us. No, you know what? I take that back. I get that. I get that. I get that. No, Joseph, I get that.
He did Ali and all that. He did good.
Yeah, he's the Beyonce of the acting world.
Pursue happiness.
Denzel is the Beyonce of the acting world.
The reason why I said that way because universally loved. I get Will Smith. I get that. But so here's my thing. Denzel is the epitome, but there would be no Denzel if there wasn't a Sidney Poitier.
I agree.
Wow.
And there would be no Sidney Poitier if there was no Ozzie Davis.
What about Harry?
Sidney married to a white woman.
Yeah. And what about Harry Belafonte?
Thank you, Lamar. Lamar, thank you for saying that. So that's why my pick is Ozzie Davis, because you want to talk about black marriage royalty. Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis. Yeah. And I dare you to go and find a role that Ozzie Davis played that it wasn't top-notch acting. I dare you.
That's why Denzel represents
that. I'm not denying that. He's the new, but there would be no Denzel if it wasn't for Sidney. Literally, Denzel honors Sidney because that's who he's chasing.
Right.
And Ozzie Davis never got those awards because at that time they wasn't giving them to black people.
Can I say something? I understand we like to honor our older black folks, but can we really say that Sidney acts as well as Denzel and got as many amazing roles?
No.
No.
Well, you gotta understand that this Sydney. Yeah, I would say that. I would say that, but you also understand Sydney didn't. He came in a different era where there wasn't those type roles that he could get, so he could only get what he could get for his Sydney. But I get what you're saying, though.
I'm not
Lamar, they call me Mr. Tibbs. I mean, you call me Mr. Tibbs. Come on,
and let's do it again. And Saturday night.
Come on, Lamar.
Saturday night. Come on.
Uptown Saturday Night, was it with Bill Cosby?
Come on, Lamar.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby carried that.
What y'all know about that?
Bill Cosby.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He was in it.
If we're gonna bring up that, we need to bring up Rudy Ray Moore.
Rudy Ray
Hell no.
Rudy Ray Moore was dope.
Hell no.
But the editing, but the editing on the movies was whack. But Rudy Ray Moore was funny. But the editing was whack.
Right, Morgan.
Terrence is right. Terrence is right.
I take mine back. I'm going with Morgan.
Terrence is right.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good one.
Wait a minute, didn't Morgan date his granddaughter or something? Or screw his granddaughter?
And we also leaving out another one.
Lamar, you gotta forget some stuff. You gotta let some stuff go.
What about Wesley Snipes and Blair Underwood?
What about James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
What about James Earl Jones?
Lawrence Fishburne a good pick too, because
you're right. You're right.
I agree.
I don't want my kids to know Ike Turner.
What? Eat the cake. Eat the cake. And imagine.
But Lawrence Fishburne played that role, though. Lawrence really did.
Yes, he
play
did.
that role.
We got time for one more. We got for our last one. Female actress. Female actress.
Angela Bassett.
Viola Davis.
Lena Horne.
Cicely Tyson.
That's it for me.
Cicely is just like Portier. Can we really say?
She's royalty, bro. She's dope.
I know we like to put our old black folks on pedestal.
She's dope. I mean, it depends on your generation, right? You know, because a lot of the young folks ain't gonna know about Cicely.
Exactly.
Say Taraji P.
Oh, I love Taraji.
I love
her,
Yvette. I like Taraji.
I'll choose Angela because I feel like she's slided from every role she has played.
Underrated too.
She was Tina Turner. People would think she was Tina Turner over Tina Turner. She was in Malcolm X. She even though Denzel was the leader of Malcolm X, she held her own as Betty.
Jackson 5, she was in that.
Jackson 5, she
That's
had.
right, yeah.
Angela Bassett though.
Angela Bassett.
911 doing stunts.
Angela Bassett.
I mean, Angela Bassett to me, it started off. I'm sorry, Waiting Until It's So. That's a good movie, but Angela Bassett, all the women in that movie, and Angela Bassett stands out just for her role. I feel like she is slighted, and if I could look at it's Angela for me.
She was typecast. I like Loretta Devine. So
whatever. Loretta is mama. Walk away. She just walked away from Gregory Hines.
Okay, I got about 8 minutes. I gotta squeeze this one in. I'm glad we got men and women on here. This is my last one for the women, and then I'm gonna do the men separate. For you ladies, who are you leaving behind as the sexiest man to represent us? Only Tasha,
Lord,
Hannah, and Candace. What man? And no matter what, I don't care if they're athletes, singer, whatever. What man are you leaving behind as the sexiness of Blackhood? What man you leaving behind?
Morris Chestnut, hands down. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She said Morris Chestnut.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God, yes.
The whole neighborhood can hear you.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Come on, Candace and Hannah, who you got?
I'm leaving Shamar Moore because that's who I was in love with for a long time. I know a lot of women say Denzel, but I'm leaving Shamar Moore because that was who I like from Young and the Restless to all the Tyler Perry movies. He is a fine black man.
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay.
Tasha, I agree with the Morris Chestnut. Candace, I agree with the Shamar Moore. I'm going a little different. I'm going with Leon. I feel like, to me, I feel like, don't look at me like that. I feel like
now you know he played Little Richard, right?
I don't care
Yeah.
who played. I feel like his voice, his demeanor, I'm not talking about Leon acting. I'm just talking about his demeanor, his voice, people thought he was David Ruffin. They forgot he was Leon. Let's start with that.
I think JT was forever.
So I feel like Leon represents. He just smooth talking. He has charisma. He just represents sexiness.
Shantae says Idris Elba.
Yeah, I know she is. Yeah.
He ain't regular black. He British.
right. He ain't regular. Yeah, he's unleaded black.
Thank you.
Shantae, I agree on that one.
Thank you.
Not regular black.
He's not African American, so
he is.
British
American. He represents
He's
men.
British American. African American. Morris Chestnut is my.
Shantae said, "I don't give a damn if he came from Mars. I don't care where that man's from."
Oh,
I'll say
one
this.
honorable mention.
Go ahead.
Barack Obama.
No.
I ain't never heard nobody say Barack was sexy.
Well, you know, I like older people.
My honorable mention is Lance Gross. I love dark skin.
Okay.
Lance Gross.
Okay.
My honorable mention is Omar Epps. I think he is so fucking fine. It don't make no sense.
He was back then.
Okay.
He
Okay.
You like chocolate. You like chocolate.
Yeah. Hey, Comma Dizzy, are you chocolate? Comma Dizzy, is he? You chocolate?
I'm gonna add one more.
Post a picture, Comma Dizzy, so we can see if you chocolate or not.
If we going with dark skin, the guy from Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Oh, what was his name?
And I'm going with the guy from Amistad. If we're doing it,
the giant.
They're bringing in.
Yes.
They're bringing in Lorenz Tate.
Shantae, I agree with Shantae. It's Lorenz Tate. I take all mine back. I'll go with Lorenz Tate. I'll take all mine back. Shantae.
Oh yeah, I like Lorenz Tate too.
Shantae got it. Shantae got it.
He's sure that he can climb this tree. So.
All right, all right now. All right now.
We talking about climbing trees up in this joint.
All right now. Oh my God. All right now. Fellas, we up. Sexiest woman we leaving behind.
Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Good choice. I was thinking about that.
Who you say, Lamar?
Megan Good. You know, the one who looked good enough to make a bad one.
Yes,
sir. You like her booty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Flawless.
Who you got, Joseph and Kenny? Yes, sir. Megan. Woo, Lord.
Got the papers over here. Just thinking about it. May make your head blow off.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting on Joseph. You good, Joseph? You going, brother?
Joseph, who you got, Joseph?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm
going with someone that's kind of a little fine and seasoned. They got a big forehead. Tyra Banks.
She's a legend.
Okay.
My first post on the wall when I was in school.
She's sexy with a big forehead, and them big forehead women be fine and mean. I'm just going to tell you what I know. I'm telling you what I know.
I feel you.
So no Beyonce.
I want to see fine too, but we only pick one.
I don't see a Beyonce like that for some weird reason.
I would try to put stuff in the back seat, but you know they say we only can choose one. So.
I choose Teyana Taylor over Beyonce, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Oh, Teyana Taylor, sexy.
I agree with you. I rock with you with that.
And Rihanna, Rihanna probably would be in that.
You pick mine. You pick mine, Kenny. Rihanna.
Yeah,
Not only is she sexy, but she nasty, and I like it.
I got two.
Go ahead.
I'm definitely rocking with Rihanna. The second one is old school, and it's Lena Horne.
Oh, Lena
Horne was beautiful.
She was beautiful.
Yeah,
Lena Horne is absolutely beautiful.
Classic beauty.
Oh,
absolutely.
Just a whole bunch of them. Diane Carroll was beautiful.
Diane Carroll.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shantae, just in case you were wondering, Nia Long, cute,
Nia Long?
but not.
Yes, Nia Long's dope. Nah, she don't.
Yeah. And Halle Berry, she's been voted the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, she crazy.
She all right.
Don't come for Nia Long.
She crazy though.
I ain't gonna say nothing negative about her, but she don't hit this next level for me.
Nia Long?
No, not that next level for me.
She nice looking, but now.
Yeah, you know.
I go with Regina King.
Okay,
Regina King is beautiful. Yeah,
She
grown woman sexy. She grown woman sexy.
Those eyes, boy, hypnotize you like God doggone. What's her name? That didn't hypnotize all on men. What's her name?
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, she had them eyes to hypnotize you. Erykah
Hannah,
Badu.
you mentioned another good one, Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is ghetto sexy. Yeah, she got that ghetto blaster on her, and she nasty and dirty too. So I like that.
Kerry Washington, yes, Lord.
Who?
Kerry Washington.
She got some sexy lips.
Yeah, but she's just a little too thin for me.
Yeah, she needs. Yeah, she ain't got no white.
Parents, Zoe's got that same thing. She's too thin. She's a little too thin.
Yeah, she's a little too thin.
She's too thin. Now, Lisa Ray, grown woman sexy. That's grown woman.
No, I ain't
sexy.
trying to put her in no box. I'm trying to keep her for me. Lisa Ray, I ain't put her in no doggone box to save her. She's going. You come on over here with Daddy. We gonna take care of her.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Lisa Ray is grown woman sexy,
and she older than me too. So
Angela Bassett. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Why most of y'all say Megan Good? I mean, not Megan Good.
Megan Good is damn near perfect.
Not Megan
Good. Yes, absolutely.
She's damn near perfect.
I agree.
Yeah, Megan
Hold
Good.
on. Let me say this, and Lamar, you tell me if I agree with her. Megan Good is stunningly beautiful in the face. Body is ridiculous. She's spiritual. I mean, she might have me calling for Jesus in that damn bedroom.
Only thing that keeps her from being perfect is those eyebrows that she draw on with the marker, and I like dark women, the darker women.
Yeah, so Megan Good, I'll say this as a woman, she's sun-kissed, she has a perfect body, and she has a very cute face. So I can see why they say Megan.
She damn near perfect.
Yeah,
she damn near perfect.
Better than all of them, though.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. I like your confidence.
I feel like Rihanna is it.
Oh yeah,
and Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson.
Oh, Carrie Hilson is dope too.
I like her. She's a little too thin for me, though. She's a little too thin for me.
I like Megan Good. I'm a Megan Good fan. So
definitely Megan.
Oh boy,
yes,
dang, cuz you done said that twice. Do I need to holler at Kim Folk? Hey, Kim Folk, what's going on?
Let me drink to that.
There you go. That's the way you answer that.
My cherry and leave off.
Bruce, we have hit the end of our game. You know, the end of civilization. I have enjoyed this. I think it was absolutely phenomenal. It was a fun way for us to talk about cultural topics and have a little fun with it. I thank everybody. Lamar, my brother, thank you for showing up tonight. I appreciate you, my God. Thank you. Shantae, Terrence, everybody in the background, Karma Dizzy, the comments, it made the show lively. Cool way to spend a Sunday. I thank you guys for spending it with me. I really, really appreciate you so much. Don't forget to tune into all of the shows on TFG Network. In case you're wondering who the man is, this is the man himself, Lamar Falk. He makes it possible for us to be able to come on and do what we do. We appreciate you. We also got Mr. Kenny, who is the sports guy on TFG Network. Please subscribe to his channel. Build and support us. Candace, got the Candace Shop.
Yeah.
You just become our own LLC.
Yes.
Support black businesses.
Congratulations.
Do your thing, baby girl. Do your thing. Yeah. Do your thing. So, hey, y'all keep tuning in. Share this show, please. We're going to keep having fun, keep building the thing. We appreciate you guys. So thank you, everybody, for spending this Sunday with me. I enjoyed it. I done went through a full bottle of wine. God bless everybody, and y'all have a good evening. So there you go. I am absolutely empty.
All right.
Sunday. Y'all be good to each other. Enjoy your week.